See, that's why you check, because I had it in fucking 3 times. Like, it was literally so zoomed in. Okay. I feel like this should be good. Like, theoretically, you should be able to see all of me from this angle. See, man, do I like to talk? But do I know how to set up the camera right? Do I know how, like, to make a perfect podcast? Unfortunately, I don't. Like I literally have no fucking clue. Like I just put the camera there and I literally just start talking. But oh my god, the last time that I tried to record a podcast like 3 days ago, I wanted to talk about self-sabotage, and this is something that I struggle with, and I feel like I've done a lot of in-depth like research and you know, I don't know. And so I wrote a lot of information down and I kind of just played out all my thoughts and stuff like that. And I could not talk about it for the life of me. Like I started getting really upset and just like worked up about talking about it, and I was like, I feel like I'm really exposing myself here because that's probably the thing that I struggle with the most. You know what I mean? And like it was really hard for me to talk about something that I struggle with the most on camera, and especially for that day for whatever reason, like I didn't go into trying to record that with the best mindset. I kind of like was in a grumpy mood and there had been like other stuff going on earlier in the day that had been affecting my mood. But I had I was in the same area. I was at this park and I parked up there. And there was like houses behind me, even though it was like a parking lot, and it was making me really paranoid. And just like I started getting all worked up and upset, and I kept not being able to talk. Like I would start talking and then I would just like kind of feel my feelings and then I'd be like, "Wait, I don't really want to talk about this right now." Like let alone really talk about how I'm really like struggling with this. You know what I mean? Like and it's not that I don't want to share with you guys. It was literally just so hard for me in the moment. Like, and that's just me being real. That's me showing you that this is so flawed, like that I am so flawed and that it is okay to have things that you are still working on and be still learning and growing. We're not all perfect. And although I had perfectly planned out to record that podcast episode and told you all the guys about it, I fell short and I couldn't do it, and I'm flawed, and there are still things that I need to work on. And although I like to talk and I'm a very talkative person, I feel like when I talk, my thoughts kind of get into this flow state and I can kind of like go from one thought to another and kind of intellectually speak. I don't always want to talk. Like, there are times where there are days where my mind is quiet and I just want to be quiet because that's kind of the way that I'm feeling. So just know when I give you these podcasts, it is coming from like a genuine state of like wanting to talk with you guys, if that makes sense. Because if I'm very in tune with my emotions, and if my body is having a hard time speaking that day, I don't want to put bullshit out there. You know what I mean? Like I want to give you my raw thoughts and raw emotions, and if I literally feel like I physically can't speak, I'm not going to just post that for no reason. And like so when I am here with you, when we are present right now in this moment, just know that it is genuine and I do want to speak to you and I am in the mindset to be able to kind of talk with you guys and tell you my thoughts and just come from like a positive, stable state of mind. And life is so like it is so important to find balance in life, but life is so imbalanced. Like there are so many ups and downs and there are so many feelings and it's just a constantly a ride. And I feel like I experience that to the max. So, um yeah, there's just a lot going on right now, I feel like. A lot. Man. Anyways, but oh, this person is walking right here and that's really fucking awkward. Like I'm just sitting here talking to myself. Whatever. Anyways, but I wonder Oh, he is a dog. But the dog is not on a leash. Anyways, so what I was saying is that because we are here and present in this moment, and I am recording this and I'm talking to you guys. Like, when I say talking to you guys, I mean, like, we're on fucking FaceTime. Like, we're chatting it up. Like, we're about to talk about some, I don't know. Like, we're about to just connect. You know what I mean? Like, we're just gonna talk. But when I am here and I'm talking to you guys, it's because I want to be. And I don't know, I'm just really happy. I just hit 50,000 followers on TikTok, and like that's crazy. That is that is fucking insane. 50,000 people think I'm cool. And I've said this before, but that is so healing to my inner child cuz all I wanted as a kid was for people to like me and want people to love me and like actually care about me and think that I'm cool. And growing up it felt like no one around me thought highly of me. You know, like I wasn't impressing anybody and if anything people looked down on me my whole life. And like I don't know, just like in school I didn't really have any friends. I did not fit in with the popular people and like oh my god, I it is so healing to have so many people that want to be friends with you and that like actually care what I have going on. Like I fucking care about you guys too. Like I literally have found the part of TikTok that is so like emotionally and spiritually connected. Like we all just want to be there for each other and make meaningful connections and experience life in new ways and continue growing and learning. Like the fact that found so many people that can relate to my thoughts on like my level, because I feel like I have very like um outgoing thoughts and different aspects on life that not everybody understands. Like we are all in we are all still learning and growing, and some people have experienced more growth than others in a faster amount of period of time because you've been through a lot. I feel like I am more emotionally mature than my parents. Wait, what was the point of this? Oh, oh, that I'm like more emotionally mature than my parents and that they, like, I don't know, I am able to process my emotions and convey and communicate my emotions in a better way than they are. And I am on a path of being spiritually enlightened and becoming connected with my higher self. And there is not that many people that I'm aware of around me. And I just feel like in general that are on that path. Like it almost feels like unknown and niche to myself. But the fact that there are so many people out there with the same thoughts and the same feelings and emotions and that kind of like the same things, that kind of act the same way is so comforting because I feel so not alone anymore with my own beliefs and not that I was afraid of being alone with them or didn't like being alone with them, but it almost felt all to myself. Like I couldn't necessarily share it with anybody because they wouldn't get it. And I don't mean that being like you don't get it. I'm better than you. Like you don't get how I don't know. You don't get life. You don't get the universe. You're not spiritually connected. That's not what I mean. I just mean that they haven't grown to have the same beliefs that I have because they haven't been through the same stuff I've been through. The stuff that I have gone through and every single moment leading up until where I am now that I've experienced like kind of shaped me. Cuz I don't think one thing is who you are, one traumatic event is who you are. I think everything that you have experienced ever encapsulates who you are. And not like who you are, but how you became about to be who you are now. Does that make sense? So, the experiences that I have are unique to me because they've only happened to me in that exact order, in that exact way that I only felt those way from that exact things. Just how your experiences are niche to you and unique to you because now you are this way. But it's very comforting to find that there are other people that have kind of come to the place where I am at. that there are people looking to be spiritually enlightened and kind of grow, and I have met a lot of people who just don't necessarily work on themselves. They don't even have that state of mind. They're just kind of going about life how they know to go about life, right? Like they're just doing what they're taught and what they've ever known. And I don't blame them at all because that's all they've ever known. But all I've ever known was kind of diving into myself and kind of, you know, like trying to heal parts of me so I can continue to grow and learn new things and look at things from different perspectives and just kind of look at life from as an experience versus a task, because every day is what you make it, and the energy that you put out every single day will result in how you feel on the inside and what kind of creates your world. In a way, you can shape anything. You can shape your perspective anything. You can shape how your day looks. You can shape your whole world. You can do it, but you just have to be like you just have to be willing to do the work, if that makes sense. Like I 100% believe that you can do anything that you put your mind to as long as you do the steps to get there. As long as you believe in yourself and you show up for yourself and, you do that work. And, anyways, the point of this is that I had always felt alone in in myself, and I found comfort in that, but finding so many people like me and that are able to connect with me, you know, cause like, when I'm on this podcast, honestly, I feel so present, like, I genuinely am talking to you, and maybe that's fucking weird, but, like, especially and on TikTok too, like, I'm genuinely expressing myself in the truest form that I am, and finding so many people that are like me and understand. Like, you fucking understand, you get it. Do you like, that feels so good inside, cause I'm not alone anymore with anything. I have so many people like that just understand and they just get it. I'm so grateful for that. Um I'd post it back to like what the fuck, this like big ass fucking truck is pulling in here and I'm just sitting here talking on a microphone. Um I what the fuck are they doing? It is this big ginormous ass truck. Like apps like literally taking up this entire area right now. So you literally looked at me and was like, "What the fuck?" Should I put my window down and be like, "Am I in your way?" You know, this is really interesting. To be honest with you, I'm not really sure what's going on, but this is fucking weird. They're just looking at the grass. Oh, they're some sort of like landscaping business. It's really awkward, but I guess I'm just gonna keep talking because what else am I supposed to do? Just completely stop what I'm doing because there's two men there? Let me lock my doors though. The fuck? Anyways, today we were gonna do a little Q&A, question and answer, because I posted on TikTok, looking a long time ago now, maybe like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. Ask me a bunch of questions and I'll answer them in a podcast. So I went onto the comments and I wrote them all down in my journal so I can answer them to you. Um, and then I went on ChatGPT and I had chat ask me questions as to um what I what I should what questions I should answer on my weed podcast. I said, ChatGPT, what questions should I answer on a podcast with the girl who smokes weed? She honestly gave me good answers though. Oh, that's a good question. Is ChatGPT a he or she? Because I think she should be a she because women are smart. And if chat was she would be a boss ass bitch and she got that shit done. You know what I mean? Like she know everything, brother. She know everything. Oh my god, I had therapy today. And honestly, do you guys ever have therapy sessions where you feel like it was a waste of a session because you don't know what to say? Like I literally was there sitting a bunch and I was like, I really don't know what to say. Like right now. Like I look you just wanted to rant about my crush and just have her listen to me, but she wanted to tell me things. Should I ask him if I'm in the way? Okay, hold on. I wonder. They're getting back in the car, so I think I should be fine, but I really hope that they don't hit me backing out of here because their truck is ginormous and it's literally taking up all the way from over there to over here. So, like, how are they gonna get out of here? Like, they're just gonna back up all the way? Like, they don't have enough room to loop around, especially with my car right here. Oh, yeah, I guess they're just gonna back straight up, and as they pull out, they're gonna look at me as I'm in here. But you know what? I'm hot, and I'm blonde, and I'm recording a podcast because I have 50,000 followers on TikTok and I can. Don't know what to tell you. He's looking at me, it's really awkward. Okay. Anyways, is ChatGPT a girl or a boy? Please let me know. I'm going to make a TikTok about this. I'm gonna be like, is ChatGPT a girl or a boy? And then we'll see what they say. We'll see what you guys say. Am am I in your way? Like why are they just stop there looking at me, bruh? Like bruh. Okay. So I feel like I should answer the questions from my comments first because honestly you guys are more important than chat. Like you guys honestly came up with some good genuine questions and I just kind of wrote them all down and then we'll see what thought spirals they spark by talking about them. Um yeah. And then maybe we can answer some of the professional ones that chat came up with. But that's not as fun. I want them to completely pull out of here so I can hit my car in peace and then I can sit here and talk a bunch. Also, should I open another Alani? Like, I'm going thrifting at this. I'm picking my brother up from school and then we're going thrifting. I have a little bit of this Alani left, but I just got a whole bunch of new ones today. My mom got 8 of them, which I can steal, and I got 5. And I already have like 10 in my room. So, I could open a new one. I could have the new one, the Strawberry Sunrise, which is fucking amazing, by the way. I love it so much. It's so good. Wow. I'm gonna sip this. I have no idea what the fuck they're doing. It's really weird. They're just sitting in the cul-de-sac right outside of the parking lot. Like, brother, I can't just sit in my car here in peace? The fuck? Meow. Meow. Wait, okay, where was that? Okay, we're just gonna rattle through all the questions that you guys gave me. Okay, first question, have you ever greened out in a story time? So, I don't think that I've ever, like, greened out in the way that I started throwing up, and I got really sick and got, like, so paranoid I couldn't function. But I do remember the first time that I ever had anything to do with weed. And I had taken edibles when I was downtown in this area, and like I I took like 2 of these Sour Patch Kids and it wasn't enough. So I know I took another 10 milligram one. And then all of a sudden my heart was fucking beating so fucking fast and I remember going up to all the people there, especially the boys, and being like, feel my heart, it's beating so fast, oh my god. I just remember being like really like loopy and being like, wow, I was so young, I was a little tiny itty bitty thing. And I remember my mom picked me up then because she was like, you're not supposed to be out at this time, you were supposed to be at the house that you were going to be at. So she came and picked me up, and I remember she took my phone because I was in trouble for being out. And I just remember being in the shower, and I was just like, wow, this feels so good. I didn't even care. I didn't even have my phone because I was so high. But I remember then being like high and alone in my thoughts in my room, and I was like so like I wasn't like paranoid because there was nothing to be scared of, but I was like, this is fucking crazy. I wish I wasn't alone. I wish I could share this with someone. Like, oh my god. Let me try to think if I've never like actually greened out before or like had a bad experience where I started getting super paranoid. I remember this one time, me and this one group, like all these group of girls, we hit this girl's cart. This was like before we all started getting carts, and the girl would like steal it from her mom and then she would bring it. And we all hit it, and then we went to like get air when it was like glow in the dark. And we like we like were there, and her her mom we were all in the car, I think, and I think her mom was like, "You guys smell like weed." And there was like six of us. We were like, "What? What? No, no!" And then I remember we were so high and get air, and then we were like, they had like this like big like those like balls that you can like jump to the next one. I remember I was trying to do it, and I went to like jump, and my legs literally didn't even like jump. I just went. Boop! I just went plop right down, and it was so funny. There's a video of it. I'm gonna go into Instagram on my little Instagram and like post a bunch of stuff like that soon, like just a bunch of random stuff that we talk about. I don't think there has been like there's obviously been experience where I've gotten like caught and stuff, but nothing really where I got sick. It was always alcohol that would make me throw up, and I would never get like paranoid. Like, of course, I've gotten like anxious, but I've never gotten so paranoid that I got like crippled and I like couldn't function. And it was like this awful, god awful experience. And I'm never smoking again. That just never happened to me. Like, I literally just started smoking and then just loved it. Like, I don't know, I just started loving it. Okay, top three music artists. This is gonna be hard because I listen to such a variety of music. Like, are we talking R&B? Are we talking indie? Are we talking rap? I don't really listen to rap. Like, what are we talking? Are we talking the sad shit? But I feel like number one has to be OG Brent. I've liked Brent since I was the ripe age of 10. Maybe not 10. I was in sixth grade. How old are you in sixth grade? And I started making playlists with like Fuck the World and stuff. And so I think Brent's my number one. And I don't listen to him as much, but every time a song comes on, I'm like, oh, this is why I love him so much. But I'm like in a phase of like trying to discover new music right now. So I think my number two is probably Clairo. She's my girlfriend and she doesn't know it. I listen to her all the time. She brings me massive amount of peace when I play it. Like it literally just eases my soul. Um wow, I don't know why I'm completely blanking who the third person could possibly be. Just like anything R&B, really. Actually, you know what? Let me look at my music. Um, you guys should definitely follow my Apple Music. I wish I had Spotify. Yes, I know, but I've had Apple Music. Oh, I've had Apple Music for years now, and I have massive playlists, like thousands and thousands of songs. So there's absolutely no point in me just deleting all that for no reason and getting Spotify. Like, if there was a way to transfer it all, um, like I would do it, but I can't, I guess. I don't know who my favorite artist is. This is really sad. Whatever. We're gonna move past it. Alright. Top reasons to live. Best reason to wake up in the morning? Cracking an Alani. Swear to God. If you have one waiting for you when you wake up in the morning and you get to open it, oh my god, bro. It's so fucking good. It's literally like the best thing ever in the carbonation and it tastes like candy. It's amazing. Also, trying to move your body first thing when you wake up in the morning, like I get excited to go to the gym. Honestly, I get excited to have my AirPods in to listen to music and then go to the gym, you know? Like like and like just like move my body, especially if it's leg day. think about that when you go to sleep. Be like, I'm excited to wake up in the morning, so you can do that. Also, I have new amazing friends right now that I'm very excited starting out with a new friend, and I love her so much. And we're getting close, and that's just exciting. Like, I love making new friendships and discovering new people, if that makes any sense. Also, new experiences. Maybe try to do something new every day. I love going outside, like just any chance that I can, and even if that's just sitting outside. Yesterday it was nice out, so I just rolled my yoga mat outside, just kind of sat there and chilled, wrote in my journal, stretched a little bit. Yoga is a good one. Moving your body and becoming more flexible and in tune is like literally so peaceful, and I feel like it like resets you, gives you motivation. Reason reasons to live though. Okay. Like my future, I'm very excited for what may come of all of this and just kind of, building a future for myself. I'm gonna make a big decision and go live on the island for college. And like just kind of what job I'm gonna get there. I'm majoring in hospitality and resort management. So I'm excited for like what resort, I may be working at, or what may come of that, or what TikTok might become of me, or even just like this podcast. Like figuring out like the unknown is so like exciting to me. And I think once you shift your perspective to not being afraid of what you don't know, but like being excited for what you don't know. Like you don't know what's going to happen. And that makes every day a new day, and that makes you be able to kind of mold your life in the way that you want because it's all unknown. You just have to put in the work, and you have to do it step by step every single day to kind of get what you want, if that makes sense. It's very exciting for me. I bet the island is a good motivation just because the lifestyle that I'm gonna be living there is going to feel so good and true for my soul, and I want to continue working on healing myself so that I can enjoy that more when the time comes. That makes sense. Um, Dream places to live. I've always wanted to live somewhere tropical, also as far away from here as possible. Honestly, I'm not really sure yet, but I would like to leave the United States. And I don't mean that like permanently, but I would like to like explore lots of parts of the world and like kind of spend different times in different locations. I don't know, just experience lots of new things. I would love to be like in like Aruba working on a resort. Like, oh my god. How did you tell your parents you smoked? I don't know that I ever really told them. I just started getting in trouble and more, and then I would get caught. I'm trying to think about the first time that I got caught. Well, honestly, I had a boyfriend that I would spend a lot of time with, and when I would be at his house, we'd be smoking a lot, and sometimes my parents would be around too, and we would kind of sneak off, come back smelling like weed. My parents smoke, so they don't really care that much. They do it like medically, obviously, but they did care a lot in the beginning. Like they didn't want me doing it, and they would take it when they found it. I remember I had this little bowl, and they took it, and it was like a little crystal bowl, and they just took it. I was so pissed because they took my stuff, and I would just get caught over and over until they stopped really caring and or stopped really looking for it. You know what I mean? Like they weren't searching in my room. I remember this one time I went camping with my friend, and I had this book bag in the back of my closet just full of old trash cuz I could never just throw it away. And I remember I came home, it was cart boxes, old puff bars from like literally like 8th grade, all this random shit. And then I remember I came home, it was just all laid out on my bedroom floor. And I was like, they found all this shit, and they had found stuff before, and they kind of chilled out at that point. But I remember that like I was like, there's so much. Like this is embarrassing. Like it's one thing for them to know that I'm smoking, but to know that I'm doing this much and I have this much trash is crazy, bro. But I remember they'd never even said anything to me though. They had just like left it go. Like they just I just put it all back in the bag and put it back in my closet, and they just never said anything. And then it was like this summer that I'd been smoking and stuff. They didn't really care anymore at all. And then I was like, I need a med card. And I would be like, it's better for me to smoke the real shit than smoke the fake shit. And they were like, yeah, you're right. I was like, exactly. So now we're vibing. Very exciting. But I still don't really like smoke bud and stuff. I used to smoke bud all the time. I would pull jeebs in my room and then I would just light an incense and they would like get so mad. They'd be like, it fucking smells like weed, the whole fucking house. Like, what do you mean you're not smoking weed? I'd just be like, no, I'm not. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I would literally just gaslight them into thinking that it never fucking happened. And they would just give up because I'd just be like, mm, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't smoke weed in here. Literally. Okay. Favorite childhood memories? Wow. My like childhood is all smushed into one blur, but I all I can really remember is was I thought I was a mermaid. Like genuinely thought I was a mermaid. Like to the point where I would like pretend like not pretend I was a mermaid, but like I thought I was. Like I thought I was just a mermaid, but I hadn't gotten my tail yet. Like I literally thought I had climbed out of the ocean and wasn't born by my mother. And I would watch those like H2O things, so I would be like in school I would be like, don't touch me with water or I'm gonna, you know, turn into a mermaid. My tail's gonna pop out. I remember the Mean Girls, they would like splash water on me and then I would run to the bathroom and hide in the stall and pretend I had a mermaid tail. But like to me, like thinking about it now, obviously I was pretending because I don't have a fucking mermaid tail. But like how I remember it is that I did have a mermaid tail. Like I just did. Like when I went into that bathroom and I was hiding for them, I had a mermaid tail. Like I don't know. You can look up Adriana Brooks on YouTube. It's literally just like a blank profile. I literally thought I was a mermaid. I was making like mermaid videos. I'd be like, Mermaid Adriana here. Today I'm gonna be showing you my mermaid tail. And I did this spell and now I'm a mermaid. And then there would be like me swimming with the fake mermaid tail in my pool. And like like bruh. Like, no wonder I'm so drawn to the beach and attracted to the ocean. I literally am a mermaid, bruh. Like the pink hair, like you guys are calling me a mermaid. Little do you know I was a mermaid when I was a kid. I literally was. Okay. Um, let me check to make sure it's still recording. Good. Still recording. All right. What else do we got here? Oh my god, the fight video story time. Okay, so that had been a girl that I was friends with in my friend group and something traumatic had happened and I had needed her to back me up for literally legal reasons and she said that I was lying and she had been talking shit behind my back saying that I was lying about something that people don't lie about. I wouldn't fucking lie about that. Like, you know what I mean? And there had obviously been other stuff that like led up to that, but she was a very toxic friend and she would do stuff that you wouldn't do to friends. Like she would steal stuff. She would steal weed from people when we were with them, and that's not just the kind of person I want to be around. And she had kind of literally ruined the friend group. She would blackmail us and she would literally like do all this fucked up shit to all of us. And she ruined every single friendship throughout everybody. And she honestly just needed a lesson. I was so upset in school. I was like literally like fuck you. And I just got so upset and I beat her ass. Still don't regret it, but obviously there's better ways to go about your emotions, but she literally needed to like learn her fucking lesson. Like, bruh. Wait, my phone keeps moving and it's tripping me out. So I put Alani cans on top of it, so hopefully it's not moving as much. But it literally looks like it's moving. Maybe I'm tripping. No, it's definitely moving. I don't know. I really don't know how to fix it. Or maybe I don't know how to use like common fucking sense because, you know, How do you keep a camera stable? Well, I guess it's because I'm moving and the whole car is moving. So it's moving. But if I like move my hand like this, does it move? Whatever. Um somebody asked how to cope with brain fog, and I kind of just turned it into like how to prevent it. I think that when you're smoking, you need to be mindful of why you're smoking and for what purpose. And if you kind of feel like you're using it as an escape, I think you might go into that high with a kind of brain fog, derealization feeling where you kind of like feel like things aren't real and you don't like kind of your perspective looks weird. Like I literally know what you mean. Or like when your eyes start getting weird and everything starts looking weird and you feel like you're not seeing things right. And like it literally looks like you're looking at it from like a movie screen. Like I know that feeling. And I think when you smoke, you just need to be mindful of like the mindset that you're going into it with and kind of how it's going to make you feel. And I think that if you're already going into it with that like foggy emotional state of mind where you're kind of confused and you're kind of using it as an escape to just kind of get out of things, it might have that result. Also, I think the brain fog might come a lot from like, smoking really early in the morning and then, smoking again midday and then smoking at night and kind of overlapping it over and over and over again. And that's fine. Smoke as much weed as you want. Do whatever feels good for you, to be honest. But um but if it's making you feel like burnt out by that the come down of that first high, like then maybe you should like figure out the best time in the day for you to smoke and when it's gonna feel best for you and not kind of create that like that downhill, like the downhill then smoke and then up and then down and then up and down. Because like I know what it feels like to like have that sativa high at the beginning and have all this energy and want to get shit done and then just be burnt out by the end of it. You know what I mean? The phone keeps fucking moving. Maybe that'll make it a little bit better. I kind of put my book bag on top of it, but I can't tell if it's doing anything. Anyways, um, what's the next question here? Where are you from? I'm from PA, very small little town. If you've ever heard of Hershey chocolate, I'm where I'm like kind of in that area where it's made, like Hershey Park, Hershey chocolate, Hershey Kisses, Reese's peanut butter cups. It's a little touristy area, kind of because everybody comes here for that. But yeah, I grew up going to Hershey Park and stuff with the season pass. Um, Pretty lame over here, I'm not gonna lie. PA ain't got that much going on. Alright, what else do we got? Um, Funny weed interactions with your parents. I can only really think of one right now. Maybe I'll try to think of others while I'm talking about this. But I remember I used to get my phone taken all the time because I would just get in trouble. I get trouble sneaking out and stuff. They would take my phone, like that would help or anything. Or smoking, they would take my phone. And, or like they would take my phone at night. Like, so I didn't have it in my room at night. And I would get on my school laptop and I would get on Zoom. And I would just take Jeeves in my room. And I remember, like, my bed would be in the middle of my room. So it would be my door and then my bed. And then I would go over here and there was like this little, like side dresser thing and it was where I kept like the Jeep set up and like weed and stuff. And then like um my mom walk and I would sit on the other side of the bed that way if anybody came in, I could just push it under the bed real quick and kind of play it off and it wouldn't be out in the open. Like it didn't smell so bad and like they couldn't know, but anyways, they walked in and I was on Zoom call with all my friends taking Jeeps and I remember they're like, "Who the fuck are you talking to?" And they like and I think they came in because I was being loud in like the middle of the night or something. And then they like took my laptop and they closed it and my friends were like fucking dying laughing. And then they came over and they took my Jeep. Then they opened up the side dresser and they were so mad. There was so much in there. I'm pretty sure there was like a whole baggie and like two carts. And they were like and they took it too, bruh. So I just lost all that. But it was so funny because I was on my fucking Zoom call on my school laptop and they were like, bruh, like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Oh my god. Okay, next question. Fave movies, TV shows, favorite book. Okay, favorite movie, Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. That is the most mind like movie ever. Like I literally feel like every time I watch it I learn something new. It's amazing. I feel so emotionally connected to it. It literally soothes my soul. You should definitely watch it. It's fucking amazing. TV shows, Vampire Diaries, Grey's Anatomy are my top two. I rewatch them all the time. Don't care, they're fucking amazing. Favorite book? I read a lot of the Colleen Hoover books are really good, but I like a lot of the spiritual books too. I have this book about trauma with Oprah in it, and it's so good. I literally wrote an all in it. One time I want to do a podcast episode where we like look at my books and like the notes and stuff that I have on them. Just kind of talking about that. Um, fave gardening spot. I like going outside. Outside always. Or in the car is great. I love driving and listening to music. It's always a vibe, especially at night. But I spent a lot of the time at the beach over the summer with my uncle because he lives there, and I would always smoke on the beach, and it would be fucking amazing. Nothing more peaceful than that. But just outside in general, by a body of water, preferably. But I just like the sun and the fresh air. I just like being in nature and connecting. Okay. Cons to weed. It's not legal in all states. Um, so I could think of a million pros, but I can't think of any cons right now. That's maybe because I don't want to give you any. Maybe could make you like sluggish, like if you don't know how to use it and it kind of makes you lazy. I think the way that weed affects you depends on who you are and your personality, and it varies from person to person. Not every person is the same. If we were all the same, we'd all be fucking boring. But I think it just varies as to what, kind of works for you and kind of knowing yourself, and if it doesn't work for you, then no, it doesn't work for you. Um Somebody was like, "Why do you prefer carts? Like, why aren't you smoking bud?" Well, buddy, it's convenient. It's very fucking convenient. It's also like a little bit more classy and less like dirty. And I love smoking bud in the summer, but it's like I'm not gonna smoke it in my car. I don't want my car to smell like weed. I It's cold. I make little effort to sit outside for 20 minutes when it's fucking snowing. Also, my parents would not appreciate it if I did that in my room. Um, but like in the summer, I'll get like pre rolls and stuff. Also, I have like an emotional attachment to them because I like grew up hitting carts, and like carts were my OG like weed, you know what I mean? So, and then the Jeeps came after. Um, what's my pre-workout? And then I use like the Alani pre-workouts. They're 200 milligrams caffeine. The pink slush or the purple. Whoa, buddy. Blue slush is the best one, or like the Hawaiian shaved ice one. Oh my god, it's so good. Any of them are so good, to be honest. Also, somebody asked my favorite Alani's. I like oh, they're down there. The like new one, the strawberry sunrise. I think that no, pink slush is number one. Strawberry sunrise, Hawaiian shaved ice, um, blue slush, then the orange one, then the red one, then the purple one. I'm definitely forgetting some. The Kimade one I haven't had in a long time. I wish somebody would have it around here. Um, Oh, somebody asked what my leg day workout is. So normally when I get to the gym on leg days, I like warm up for like 5 minutes or like 10 minutes on the treadmill. Sometimes I'll like run for half a mile and then just like, kind of get my body warmed up and the sweat going. Or sometimes I'll walk at a incline for like 5 minutes or so. Just depends what I'm feeling like that. But I am more inclined to run on days that I'm not doing legs because, I don't have to like strain my legs after I run. But I've been trying to get into the habit of running again because I got new Hokas. All right. But so then what? So I do that, and then I do like like I stretch and stuff, and I do a lot of like yoga poses and stuff. I do like sun salutations is like a yoga sequence that I do right before I lift. And then I do like I open up my hips and stuff. And then I do hack squats, and I normally just try to go as heavy as I can with pretty much everything. I do that, and then I normally do RDLs with either like the big bar and then I put weight on the side, or I'll do like the RDLs with dumbbells. Honestly, the dumbbells I'm liking a little bit more now, even though I used to really like the bar, but I think it's easier because like I got straps. Well, my mom gave me straps, she had some, um, so that I can hold it better. And I did like literally 50 pounds in each hand. Like it's 100 pounds, bro. That's fucking crazy. But so I did that. I do that. Then I do normally like Bulgarian squats. I like superset with like RDLs. Normally I don't really do any weight with them just because I don't know. I feel less stable, but sometimes I'll hold like 10 pounds or sometimes I'll hold like 20 on both sides. Kind of just depends on how strong I'm feeling. But if I do it as like an actual workout and I'm not supersetting it, then I definitely hold the weight. But sometimes I'm just doing it in between like RDL sets. I like doing the supersets like that because I'm so antsy in the gym. I feel like I have to be go go go, like yes, not productive, but I don't know what the right word is. Anyways, then I do hip thrusts, and we have like the machine there with like the bar, like the band across, and then I put the yoga mat in between. I normally do like sets of 10 or sets of 8, and then I hold it at the top and I do pulses for 20 seconds. Um and then I do leg extensions or leg press. I don't know, leg press makes me feel like I'm gonna piss my pants like when I do it. Like I literally like it's like so much pushing. I'm like, ugh, weird. But I do it sometimes. But I normally do leg extensions, and I just do that for as heavy as I can. And then I go to my yoga mat upstairs, and I do like fire hydrants with the band on for 20 on both sides, 2 times. And then I do like hip thrusts with the band, and then I do like a bunch of pulses and stuff at the top. Normally a minute of pulses and then a minute of like 1, 2, 3, where you like go 1, 2, 3 up all the way, then 1, 2, 3 all the way down. And then I do like dead bugs in the hip thrust. And then I do like a little ab circuit and stuff and like my headstand and stuff. And then I normally walk on the treadmill for like 5 to 10 minutes or sometimes run if I still have a little bit more energy. I need to get better about my cardio, but we don't have the Stairmaster at that location. We have the Stairmaster at another location that's a little bit farther away. So, um, sometimes I go there just for the Stairmaster, but we don't have it at the one like literally 2 seconds away from me. So I'm less motivated because walking on the treadmill isn't as fun. Somebody asked about my experience with mushrooms. I've had a few experiences. I'll tell you about one or two. The last time that I took them kind of recently, after I had done with my plans and I was tripping the whole time I was with these people. But after me and my friend had become alone in my room, I had like tried to go to sleep, but I literally got stuck in a mind loop. Like I was like, imagine the recycling sign, but like a thought to another thought to a thought to another thought, another thought, another thought. Like it's fucking crazy. And I remember like not being able to escape it. Like I was sleeping, like my body was asleep, but I was like my thoughts were fully awake. Like I literally think I felt like what it was like to just exist like astrally, like spiritually. Like I felt like not what it was like to not be in the physical realm. Like literally. And my friend would wake me up and she'd be like, "You're making weird noises." She said that I was making noises like and like I was not conscious. I was not here in the physical world. I was not making noises. My body was asleep, but my mind was literally so awake. I was literally crazy. I was stuck in a fucking loop. But I wasn't like scared though. Like I was enjoying it. I was like, wow, I'm literally like inside of my thoughts right now. Like I am my thoughts. I am whatever this is. And I still don't know what that is exactly. Anyways, oh, Someone asked, what is my like schooling? So there's something called dual enrollments where you take like college classes when you're in high school and they count as credits. So it cancels out days that I would be in school. So I did that and I took them in the first semester. We're in the second semester now. So they're over with. But then I have like a couple online classes that are through like my high school, um, like online schooling, and that's physics and geography. And I fucking hate physics. I procrastinate like crazy. But I did the I did the college classes last year too because wait, I want to make sure it's still recording. Okay. I did the hack classes too last year, and I did like co-op where you get credits for working like full time too. So that's how I got out of school like 2 years in a row. I genuinely think that is the best thing for me. I'm not and by any means not productive because I'm not in school. I literally like I go to the gym, like I work. This is how I'm able to make enough money to like save up and pay for college on my own and stuff. Like, yeah, it definitely was the best thing for me. I wouldn't I would recommend it to anyone doing online school. Um Somebody asked what my least favorite cart brand. Honestly, we used to get those like honey monies in high school and they were so fucking ass. They were literally like $15 carts and they were so booty. Anything like street like that that's like a $20 cart is fucking ass, bro. Or like the ones you get at the gas station that are like not Delta 8 but some weird ass shit. So bad. But pretty much anything from the dispensary is fire. I really like select carts. They're pretty cool. And I like sativa more than indica just because I like to like go 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 and do things and kind of have a good time. And if I smoke indica, I'll be very asleep. I was gonna ask a bunch of ChatGPT questions, but honestly, I feel like I yapped enough. And I have to pick up my brother at 2:30 and it's 2:15. And it's okay if I'm a little late, I guess. Whatever. Not my problem. But I'm going thrifting today at the Goodwill bin, so hopefully I'll find some good stuff because I tried to go thrifting yesterday by myself and there was literally nothing. I was so set for a good experience. I had my AirPods in. I was so ready. Nope. It was fucking ass. It sucked. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our chat. It's been a little bit of time, so I'm sorry. And I know today's episode wasn't like very like deep and it wasn't like on a specific topic, but sometimes I just need something like that. Like I'm not always in the state of mind to talk about something so fucking in depth. There are points and times that I am, and don't you worry, I write it down in my journal and keep it for you, specifically so that we can talk about it soon when I'm able to. But I wrote a lot of notes about the self sabotage that I wasn't able to talk about. So I'm gonna post it on the Instagram, like the Blonde Princess 444 one, and I'll show you some of the stuff from my journal and notes that I write for my podcast so that maybe you guys can get like a little template because it's not always easy to remember what people say. I'm like talking about this like I'm some like fucking spiritually enlightened person and have all the information in the world for you. Like you need to take what I say for word. Like I'm giving good advice. And I don't even know it at all, so I'm sorry that I think that I can give you good advice because honestly I just like a yap and I have some insight for you and I don't know if it's good or bad, but you let me know. I hope you guys go watch that like YouTube from when I was younger because it's so funny. I was there's literally this video. It was like my dance move and I was like whipping around and popping my hip and shit. It was so fucking funny. But should we do a goodbye cart rip? Maybe we should. Meow, meow, meow. If you get the meow, you get it, and if you don't get it, you don't get it. Don't know what to tell you. Oh. I'm like, oh, why isn't it working? Because it was the wrong one. It was the empty cart with the dead battery. I got two batteries because I lost one of my chargers one time, so I had to get a new one. But having two batteries is nice because then you can charge the other one while the one's dead. You know what I mean? Like you can have the other one charge for you when the one dies. Definitely said it wrong the first time. It literally tastes like fucking ass. It tastes so bad. The last one tastes like tasted like candy, and this one tastes like battery acid. This one is a supply. It's pretty good. But Select is good, or Cresco. There's another one that's like Grassroots, I think. That one's good too. Anyways, bye guys. I hope you enjoyed my question and answers, and maybe we are more alike now because you know more things about me and we're more alike. You guys are my fucking gang. I meow is all I have to say, to be honest. I'm out of words at this point. I yap 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 yap. You know? Okay. Bye guys. Bye.